Good evening, friends. Welcome to the Wordcloud Tarot Show. Today is the 26th of April, 2021. Last week we did a tarot reading about the football, and I know nothing about football, but I predicted that the fans would not let the Super League stand. And within days, certainly, the Super League did not stand. So this week, all eyes are upon us. What will we predict? Well, I think we should have a look at is in the news we've noticed that Dominic Cummings and Boris Johnson have been calling each other liars and generally leaking against each other and blowing up a whole war within the Conservative Party, which is nice to see. So I thought we'd do a tarot reading about which lying liar lies the most. We will do a tarot reading to find out. We'll use this, my standard tarot deck, which I designed. It is the Wordcloud Tarot deck. The cards in the Wordcloud Tarot deck have the meanings written upon them in an English word cloud so that they can be read transparently and so that beginners can use them very easily because they are the easiest tarot deck to use in the whole wide world. Now, of course, both of our lying liars are very famous for their lies. Boris Johnson has told lies about Irish sea borders. He's told lies about girlfriends. Certainly, he's told lies to girlfriends, and he's told lies about girlfriends who he's been funding with public money while he was the mayor. Whereas Cummings, his most famous lie is that he drove a car to test his eyesight, of all things, and editing his blog so that he could pretend that he forecast some things correctly. And then, of course, when you get both of the lying liars together and get one super lie out of the big two of them, they write it on the side of a bus, the biggest of the lies of all, £50 million to the NHS for Brexit. Well, all of those lies are pretty good, but which of them is the biggest liar? Which of those two liars lies the most? To find out, we're going to do a battle reading. Battle reading consists of two cards which identify the lines. They're the significator cards, and they will tell us which of these lines is Boris and which of these lines is Cummings. The next two cards, they're going to tell us about the past. And the next two cards, they will tell us about the present or what's coming up next. And this card, the final card, tells us the final result, which should tell us which of the lying liars are the biggest liar. So, the first significator card is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is called science, and it means things like change and quietness and brilliance and arithmetic. So the other significator card, that's going to be the 17 trump card. The 17th trump card is known as the Star, and that represents things like gorgeous elegance and confidence and enthusiasm. Now, the two cards that represent the past are going to be, firstly, the 11th sword card. The 11th sword card is known as the Page. He's loquacious and observant and sociable and qualitative and energetic. And the second past card is the 11 of Wands. That's also the Page, but this time the Page of Wands. This means hands-on, someone who's hands-on and debauched and bold and dangerous and vigorous. So that's that card. The card that represents what will happen next on the first line is the 20th trump card. The 20th trump card is known as the Eon, and it represents things like rebirth and incarnation and postulates and heydays and the considering the fruition. And our next card, which represents what will come next for the bottom row, that's the 15th trump card. The 15th trump card is the Devil, and it stands for things like temptation and alcohol and bondage and strangulation. Our final card will be the result card. And that today is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups means abundance, and it represents romance and celebration and gratitude and anniversaries. So that's what all these cards mean individually. But of course, a tarot reading is about what the whole layout means. So we need to figure out our summary. Well, yes, I mean, it's fairly obvious which of these lines is which, isn't it? You've got the brains and the beauty, the star, the front man, and of course the back end man who's doing all the difficult calculations and surveying the public to figure out which lies to tell. So the top lies here are certainly Dom's science lies, and the bottom lies, they're the star's lies, they're Boris's lies. Now here we have the past lies for Dom, and we can see that they're very loquacious lies, but they're also rational lies. They're done by focus group. They're lies that are agitated lies, certainly, but they're also forthright lies. They're diligent lies. They're observant lies. The kind of lies that are analytical. Whereas Boris's old lies here, represented by the Page of Wands. These lies, he's more about trying to cover up his debauchery. He's just making his lies as he goes along. Boris's lies, they're enthusiastic, certainly, but they're free-spirited and not scientific at all. They're made up. They're usually to cover some kind of problem that he's done, some kind of crime that he's committed. Boris's lies are about covering up his boldness and his debauchery and his decadence and his hedonism. Now, Dom's current lies, the current lies from Dom, they're all about trying to bring in a new era, possibly a change of government, a new head of government. His lies, they're designed to cause renewal and change, perhaps to displace Boris. Whereas Boris's current lies, they continue to be lies to cover up his crimes and to show that he's been to hide his crimes. Exactly. The result of his lies is to restrain himself from his permissiveness and his bloodshed. He's hiding his bloodshed. He's hiding his deception. He's hiding his entrapment, and of course his womanizing, the devilish lies. Now, what will be the result of these lies from Dom and these lies from Boris? Well, of course, we're going to have an abundance of lies, with the two of them lying competitively against each other. We'll have lies about celebration. We'll have lies about ceremony. We'll have lies about friendship. We'll have lies about romance. We'll have lies about anniversaries and lies about inspiration. Bountiful, plentiful lies for all of society. So that's what we think is happening in the current world of politics. We've got one set of lies to cover up crimes, another set of lies which are designed to influence government and to change policy, and between them that means we'll get more lies than we've ever seen before. It's a great time to be alive if you love lying and liars. So that's our reading for today. If you enjoyed the reading, you can get a similar deck of cards to these. Look at the devil here. He's cool, isn't he, the devil? You can read the meaning of the card directly off the card. So you can get yourself a kit like this from wordcloudtarot.com. You can follow us on Twitter at wordcloudtarot, and we'll have another reading for you next week. Do join us then. Have a lovely week, everybody.